Hey everyone, thanks for coming back to Kadian Chronicles. So, I wanted to do a quick intro before I post my next video that I just did. Um, so, in this episode of Kadian Chronicles, I want to call it the in-betweens. And the reason, before I get into the in-betweens, I want to start off by saying that I am a Christian. I believe in God. He's the Most High. I am very much so blessed and highly favored by him. He is my father first, and he provides me with whatever I need. With that being said, when it comes to being a Christian, sometimes we get a lot of stigma because there's a lot of people that tend to want to throw religion down your throat. There's the people that if you're a Christian, why do you dress like that? Or why do you talk like that? Or why do you act like that? And I'm like, I'm not a baby and I'm not like super old. I'm more like in between. So that's why I like to call myself like an in-between Christian. And when I was explaining it to someone, it seemed as if I was saying I'm in between the world and in between God. And if you think about it, it technically is, because when you're young, when I was young, I pretty much was raised in the church. I was born in the church. I was brought up in the church. All I knew was church. I didn't really even have friends that much in school. Most of my friends whose house I went to and I was allowed to go to, they were my church friends. And no, I'm not friends with most of my church friends anymore. We pretty much, everybody just grew apart, because at the end of the day, once you leave church, and technically I didn't leave church, it's just the pandemic kind of shut me out. But once you kind of step into the world without your parents' guidance or the churches, you kind of start to realize certain things that they said and did, and realize, wait a minute, I don't think I'm gonna go to hell for going to the corner store after 11 p.m. I don't think I'm gonna go to hell for rocking a mini skirt. So that's why I like to consider myself an in-between Christian. I take the words as it's I take the words that's written in the Bible, and I pretty much try to live my life as God would want me to live. Make the right, sensible choices. I'm an adult, so I know what's right, what's wrong. I know when I'm committing a sin, and I know that God can come anytime, and I need to live my life right. However, I am not the kind of Christian that will carry myself as if I'm greater than thou, because I am not greater than anyone. I am I was made from sin just like you guys. I walk, I talk, I act somewhat the same. Certain things I don't do, like I don't really go partying as much anymore. Like I don't really do like all the crazy stuff. Never really did as much anyway. So when I call myself an in-between, it's pretty much me saying I'm in between old and young. Because when you're young, you pretty much listen to what they're saying in church, and this is what it is. And then when you're old, you act as though everybody younger than you is a sinner. Like you don't know God, like I know God, and that's not even true. So I definitely like the in-between version of me. Sometimes I don't even say religious, I say spiritual. So I'm a spiritual Christian. So I love God, and I truly adore him. He is my savior, and he truly blesses me and my family every time we hit rock bottom. He always helps us to dig our way back up. And honestly, I would never ever put nobody before him. I just wanted to do a quick little intro to just introduce this episode of Kadian Chronicles, because this is a part of my life. And sometimes people are afraid to talk about their Christianity. And I just feel like that's why the world don't really take Christianity as much serious. They don't take it seriously. When it comes to Muslim, they have their holidays. When it comes to Jewish people, they have their holidays. Chinese now, they have their holidays. And all these cultures, they always have their holidays. And we get Christmas and New Year's, and that's about it. And I feel like if I go to church every Sunday, the same way a Jewish person would get their time off, we should be able to get approval of our time off as well. But if we as Christians doesn't take our Christianity as important, then what's the sense of people even believing us? Because honestly, when you talk like you're holier than thou, but your actions is showing a different subject, this is one of the examples of people looking at us like we're crazy. Like Christians, like we're crazy. Like, okay, you talk a whole game, but you acting like a whole game. Okay? So that's why I like to consider myself an in-between. And I just wanted to introduce you to this part of my life, because sometimes, like I said, we as Christians, we are afraid to talk about it. We are afraid to bring it to light. But me personally, I don't want to be afraid. I'm pretty much an open book. I talk about my life. I talk about, whatever comes to my mind. And this is one thing that came to my mind. In this episode, we will be talking about a lot of Christian stuff. I just want to say in advance, I am no way, shape, or form coming for the churches. I am no way, shape, or form coming for any religious groups. I'm no way, shape, or form trying to attack anybody. This is just me talking from my experience going to church, being born in the church, raised in the church, grew up in the church. That's like church was literally growing up. It was school, home, church. If I was not at home and school, I was definitely at church. So this is just an intro of that. I will be having some guests. Actually, in the next episode that you're gonna see, I have a great guy. I believe he said he was a youth minister at his old church. His name is Foster G. We're gonna do a quick interview. In that interview, it was so much fun. I did record it already, but in that interview, it was so much fun. And we talked about something that was on my mind, and then we did kind of drift into other topic within religion and within just us, period. And that's just what it is, because sometimes being a Christian, you are in the world, and you're just gonna have to figure out how to deal with yourself in the world while living as a Christian in the in-between world. Because me personally, I feel like after you get a certain age and you're in between like the 20s to the 40s, it's like when the church lets you go, it's like if you can't find your way back to Christ, then you just was a lost cause. And I don't want anyone to ever feel that way. But with that being said, I am excited about these episodes. I also have a few people else coming on. Good Guy Bad Ways will be also coming on this episode. Now I'm kind of nervous when it comes to, because that's what I'm trying to say from now. I'm not trying to come for anybody, but he has some stuff to get off his chest when it comes to religion and whatnot. Hopefully my sister will come on, because she does have something to say. She said that she's gonna have some stuff to say, and she don't want nobody getting mad at her or whatever. And I'm like, listen, it's your story, it's your truth, that's what it is. But other than that, this is just my world. Thank you guys for coming on the ride, on my journey of just finding who I am and being who I am, accepting me for me. And with all that being said, I am Kadian Chronicles. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, and share. Do me that favor and share it with somebody. And put the notification button on, because like I said, I will be doing more and more videos. Even if I have to find a corner at work, which that's what I'm doing now, and doing my videos. And so I see you later. Mwah. Bye.
I'm blessed, despite the mess.